Welcome in, guys. This is the very first episode of Run at Your Own Risk. With that being said, that means this is a non-meta build. This is a run at your own risk build, meaning you may reap the rewards of possibly killing people. This is not a 1px type build. This is a type of build where you want to make sure that you burst down your opponents fairly quickly, and we'll get into the bits and pieces of everything. So first thing we're gonna jump into is race. I chose Dark Elf. Chose Dark Elf just for the extra weapon and spell damage. And I mean, I've always ran Dark Elf on a Magic Dragon Knight. Now, you can run Breton if you need extra sustain. I'm fine with my sustain. I feel like I don't run out of juice. Been playing Magic DK for a while, so I'm fairly comfortable with playing on it. We got 32k max mag, 29k, almost 30k health, max stam 20k, 1200 mag recovery. This will get nerfed obviously when you jump into PvP. Spell damage unbuffed 2958, spell resist 19, physical resist 14. We are running the boon, Astronaut boon, and we are running Bewitched Sugar Skulls. Now let's go ahead and buff up, get our armor buff up. Now we are at 25k, and we are at 20k physical resist. Crit resist 22, still fine. Like I said, if you're fighting solo, chances of you really killing a group of 10 or more, maybe even 5 or more, are very slim. But this build definitely helps with making sure people can not further heal themselves with the nerf to healing. Alright, next we're gonna go ahead and get into gear. We are running Dervacoon. Now normally this would be heavy, light. Clearly I don't have a heavy helm. I'm working on that, and I probably don't even have a light shoulder piece. So 2-piece Dervacoon. We all know what Dervacoon does. It does a minor maim and also applies a disease status effect for 4 seconds. Now I know some people would say, why run Defile sets when Defile took a nerf? However, now due to Battle Spirit, also health took a nerf. Health recovery took a nerf. So now what we're doing is we're further taking advantage of making sure people can't heal. Moving on, we are doing Cuirass of Durarch's Bane, so we're getting the major and minor Defile. Yes, I'm gonna plug this in here. Yeah, you can say, why not just run a Befoul Glyph, or you know, whatever. We're not doing that. Alright, this is why it's called Run at Your Own Risk. We are doing light Spinner's Gloves. We are doing light Spinner Sash. I mean, Spinner's is light anyways, but whatever. And heavy Greaves of Durarch's Bane, with Prismatic on all the heavy pieces, Mag on all the smaller pieces. Now here is the cookie cutter of the build on the reason why I like it the way that it is, and why it helps with basically not allowing anybody to heal. We are running a Necklace of Durarch's Bane, Bloodthirsty, with the reduced magic cost of spells, which also helps the high cost of Magic Dragon Knight skills as is, so that's why my sustain is fine. We are running another Bloodthirsty on our Spinner's Ring, and another Bloodthirsty on our Durarch Ring. Now, as you can see with Bloodthirsty, increase your weapon and spell damage against enemies under 90% health by up to 350. Now, when all these dots are ticking off on your opponent, the chances of them trying to really out heal it are slim to none, unless you're running into like an elite player who, you know, is running some type of defensive set where it's helping them out heal the damage. But 9 times out of 10, from all the people I ran into, wasn't the case. We are doing a Spinner's 2H Maul. The Spinner's 2H Maul helps with our spell pin. It gives us extra spell penetration, and also with the 5 pieces of spinners, we're also getting an extra spell penetration. We are running a Shock Glyph. Shock Glyph gives you minor vulnerability, so it increases the damage your enemies will take. Charge that up. I don't even know why I'm doing that right now. Back bar, right? So back bar, we are running a Vat's Ice Staff. So Vat's Ice Staff although that this did take a nerf, and obviously it happens to get more damage when you have more weapon or spell damage, it still gives a applied pressure dot, especially with Magic the Dragonite, where they're all about applying dots, right? So next, we're gonna get into the skills. Skills for front bar, Engulfing Flames. We're running this because you get the 10% bonus damage. Initially, I had a different skill here. Not quite sure what skill I was running on here. I think I had a mixture of Talons, but I like this because they take the 10% extra flame damage. And then Flames of Oblivion, Burning Embers, Shattering Rocks, Molten Whip. Molten Whip, obviously, because if you get off the rest of your Ardent Flame abilities, you gain the stack of Seething Fury, which increases damage your next Molten Whip by 32%, and you also get 75 weapon and spell damage. And then we are using Ferocious Leap. Back bar, we are using Ellie Drain. Ellie Drain does have what our magical return and our sustain, and also because of the bad staff, applies an extra dot. We are using Protective Plate. Now, Protective Plate can be swapped out for Race Against Time. I currently do not have the Psijic skill line unlocked on this tool. This is why I'm still running these Dookie Wings, but feel free to change it out. Volatile Armor. Volatile Armor also applies an extra dot as well, and also it's armor buff. You get your physical and your spell resistance for 20 seconds. Coagulating Blood. We are using Coagulating Blood, obviously, for our heal. We're using Molten Ornaments. Now, you can swap this out and use Degeneration. I was using Degeneration at first, but I swapped it out because sometimes when people are just running around too fast, it's kind of hard to land to get your major sorcery buff. So I said, fuck it. We're gonna do Molten Ornaments so I can get my actual, my major sorcery buff. And Standard of Might. Now, I've been playing around with the two. I know shifting standard is better for open world due to the fact that you can move your banner around, which is fine, but I prefer Standard of Might because with Standard of Might, standing in the air increases your damage done and reduces damage taken by 40%. Now, I know this has a major defile already applied to it, so you're wondering, he's using Standard of Might plus Durok's Bane with major defile, but you have to understand is chance of you getting this up at a reasonable time, slim to none. This is really for, your outnumbered or shit moments, or maybe, you get trapped in a small space and you want to drop to standard. Chances are you hopefully could wipe everybody in there, but I mean, hell, we already know. More than like you're getting solo bombed anyways, but moving along. And then I wanted to go back just to the gear real quick. Back bar for the VATS, this is a powered, so this does increase our healing done. I know healing took a nerf, but my Coagulating Bloods, every time I pop them, man, it's almost like popping a breath of life. I'm getting my damn health back pretty quick. Alright, so now we're gonna hop into champion points. We ain't going into Green Tree. We already know this shit look useless anyways, besides liquid efficiency, rationer, and your fall damage. We are doing Mastered at Arms, Deadly Aim, Unsaleable, and Resilience. For the Red Tree, we're doing Juggernaut, Boundless Fatality, Survival Instincts, and Rejuvenation. Alright. I am still low CP, so I still got a lot of CP points that I need to go ahead and take care of. Hope you guys like the build. Like I said, run at your own risk. It does work, so like I said, you come in here and say, why would you do this, that, and other? Run it, or don't run it, alright? You can go ahead and find me running this on Twitch. That'll be dropped in the description, plus my website and everything. I'm your boy Chaxco. Hope you enjoyed the build, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitch. Y'all have a lovely day.